My name is Lerato.
And my name is Sabelo.
And together we are
the Nyambo.
The Nyambos.
Yes, please.
Alright, welcome back to our channel, guys. I'll always thank you for the likes and the views of the previous video. It was really nice. It was so short. I don't know how many times I watched it. It was so nice. Alright, so today he doesn't know what we're going to be talking about, so I just needed him to be here and to participate.
You know what? Alright, let's see.
The other time I was watching a podcast, and they were talking about what makes relationships work, or what should you ask your person the first time you meet them. The first time you see them, what kind of questions should you be asking them? And so that you can stay, right?
That's not relevant for us. We have been in this forever.
I want us to talk about it. So one of the things was that you should ask the other person about their background, how they grew up. Secondly, because that shapes them, right? And then secondly, we should ask each other about our traumas. What traumatized you growing up, or what is the main event that is the late trigger for you? And have you healed from it? What work have you put in for you to be able to be in a relationship? And then thirdly, we should ask each other what makes us happy. Right? It shouldn't be the other person's responsibility to make you happy, but what makes you happy? What is it that I can do when the world has just rocked you, and you come to me? What is it that I can do that is clearly gonna calm you down? So specifically,
it's gonna be a proper sit down.
I don't want it to be long, but let us start with our backgrounds. I always tell people about how much of a gentleman you are. And I think that is because of your background. Tell us how you grew up in 2 minutes.
Already.
Actually, things that you believe have shaped you to be the kind of man that you are now.
Sure.
Let's hear. It's good that he doesn't know, so it's not premeditated.
My God. If I knew, I think I would have shaped my words in the right way.
You aren't authentic.
Okay. So I have a very, weird and very different background from everyone else. Where do I even start?
Okay, let me try shape this. So obviously both your parents are blind. Imagine, guys, both your parents are blind. And a lot of people always asked when we were growing up. I also asked you.
You did.
How did you live? What were your responsibilities around the house? How? Who is doing what? What is going on? So I think let us start there. And then,
Okay. As you said, both my parents are blind. My father was born blind. My mother became blind, I think, around the age of 3, 4. For not mistaken. 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 5-ish. Yeah.
Okay. Due to migraines.
Due to migraines, and then people believe it's witchcraft and all that. That's why I don't like kids, because there was a kid involved. Sorry to kid lovers. So due to that, and then they met, all of that. Yeah, that will be a story for another day. So in terms of my background, I am the second born of the 5. 5 boys at home. I have an older brother, and then there's me, and then So.
And then there's 3 more boys after you.
Yes.
So this woman gave birth to 5 boys. How strong is she? She deserves
very
flowers.
Strong. Very strong. So in terms of responsibilities and roles, Obviously, it was not easy. We always have to be there. Specifically, I'll speak for myself. Growing up, I did not have the chance to play like every other child. Was always at home. Yeah.
But you did.
But I did get my fair share of
But he
play.
had to steal his time
Yeah,
out.
I had to. No, I had to. And I had to pay for it, I had to pay for it as well. Yeah, my mother does not care whether she's blind or not.
She will grab you.
And she'll deal. That woman dealt with us. I don't want to get into details.
Like any normal parent would.
Sure, but I think she was worse. My mom was a dragon. Now she's better. Now now we are friends. Now we are friends. So, like any other child, play becomes part, plays a big role in your development as a child. I did not have that a lot, but the little that I did, thank God, roles I had to learn how to cook very quickly. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to clean.
She once told me that she treated you like you were a girl.
She did.
She once told me that she pulled you everywhere she went. Like when she was cooking, she'd say, Wena, everyone is going out to play. Wena, come here. You're gonna stay here and cook with me.
So, and at that time, I did not realize, honestly speaking, that I was being
And you know
shamed.
what? I'm sorry to get in. I just feel like she treated you like a favorite. In as much as you do not believe that you were the favorite, but I think the way she groomed you somehow made you feel like a favorite. Makes me think that you were treated as a favorite. Of course, it's a child. Everyone is going out to play.
There is no favoritism in being wished to play. Never. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to learn a lot of things at a very young age. The cooking, the cleaning. Yeah, I can basically do just about anything. Just about anything.
Like you mean?
Yeah, and in terms of school, that was a challenge because there were times where one had to miss school, because I had to take them somewhere, even though they can do everything by themselves. My parents are super human beings,
super able.
But there were those times where I had to be there. So I would miss school. Sometimes I would get late to school because we did not have cars at that particular time. So I would take them to a taxi, drop them and then come back to school. Luckily, I had a very good school and very good teachers who understood. Those were the roles that one had to play. Then the dating came, and then that's another story,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
dating. I just felt like how because he told me that his parents want to meet me. Like we were, I think 2 months in. Thinking, dudes, why you still hiding? Why would you want to show me to your parents as yet? And I think because of his specific background, I think that is why it was so important for his mom to know me. And understand the person that I am.
To interview you.
I literally went with an interview. She asked me, what do you want? Oh my God.
I remember.
And she asked for you to leave the room before she could ask me all these questions. But I think she wanted to understand the person that he's bringing to the household because of
and
their
whether
specific
you are fit enough.
Structure. Exactly. I thought I was fit enough. Hey, and then I went in.
That's another topic, Cheryl. You know what?
So that is why I wanted us to speak about our backgrounds. With my background, I grew up in a normal home.
They're very normal. Very normal.
But yours is normal too.
That's a lot.
So I grew up in a family of How many? There were 4 kids, and then a mother and a father, loving parents. They were so lovey-dovey. I think that is where, yes, this is where I'm coming at. What was represented to us as marriage and as love was what I wanted for myself. So my parents were very lovey-dovey. We could be sitting watching TV. Next thing, my mom's legs are on my father's lap. You know, they would sit on one couch. And that is what I wanted for myself. I was like, you know what? And I don't think a lot of people know this about my parents, especially people we go to church with. When we were at church, my father was there, my mother was there, and people didn't know that they were actually lovey-dovey. It was so beautiful. When my dad passed, oh my goodness, my mom broke down. Like it broke her because this is literally, this was literally her best friend, you know. So my background literally shaped how I view love, how I view marriage, and I think I've been doing that for myself and more. And then traumas.
Sure.
Traumas. Do you have something that you think happened to you that you probably are still dealing with, or you've put in the work, you know, to be better to other people? I think in as much as traumas are traumatic for us, but they shape us in viewing the world and treating other people differently. I'll start with me.
Yeah.
Because you are ambushed.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so I spent a lot of my life growing up in church.
Yeah.
Right. I've always been a church buddy, even now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm not at home,
Church.
if I'm not at work, we are at church. So yeah, growing up, we were always at church. If it was practices for Sunday school, if there was a time when we were getting confirmed, we'd go for classes. I don't remember, 2 times or once a week. So everything that I identified with growing up was church. And then I thought me and my friends were same level. You know how you'll see that these are well off at home, better than I am, but it won't bother you when you're a child because you're just out there minding your own business. But now when it's sort of rubbed in your face, that's when you feel it. So we went to a church with I know these people watch our channel. So we went to church with people who were well off, you know. Our church is the Lutheran church in Bloemfontein, so there are 3 or 4, I don't remember, 3 churches placed around Bloemfontein. So the one that we were at was closer to town. So everyone who went there is everyone who comes from town. So everyone who we went to church with was well off. Now, you had to be special to be identified. You couldn't just be anyone.
Yeah, you had to stand out.
You had to stand out. And I didn't notice this, but I'd see myself trying so hard to be like, hi, can you see me? Because clearly at home, the money was not as... Money.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to do something to make sure that I'm noticed.
Sure.
And there was a time when I was friends with these other 2 ladies. So we were kids, we just standing after church, we just, you know, and then this other lady comes and then she says to the other 2 friends that I'm with, hi. I don't want to say it because they're going to know exactly who they are. But she's like, hi, friend. Kasijana.
Yeah.
You know what that is, it's Jana. Hi, friend. And then hug them. And then, hi, Lerato. And then hug me. I'm like, So now I'm not friend
and this, please.
You know, so I felt displaced. And then there was another thing that happened exactly. I think I once spoke about it on the channel. It's an uncle. This guy also came. And then he hugs the 2 friends.
Sure.
Not the same day, mind you. It's a different day. You know, he comes and then he hugs the 2 friends. It's like, hello, Manake, something like that. Manake. and then kisses them on their foreheads.
Sure.
And then to me, it's just like,
You're just here.
I'm like,
Shem.
hello.
I'm here.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that has really, for a long time, it made me feel like I do not belong.
And one thing now, sorry to come in, when these things are happening, it becomes episodes, it becomes events, and then now you piece everything together.
Even if shame, they
Even
were
if
not aware.
exactly, I was going to say, even if they were not aware of it, actually they are damaging you or they're having an impact on you.
I don't think they were aware.
But
because
right
the
now,
two parents who did that, I don't think they knew they do that.
So it was just trauma, personal trauma for you, and now you piece everything. Yeah, you piece everything together.
So for a long time, I've struggled with belittling myself and thinking of everyone in the room, I am the least. You know.
Sure.
Of course, the Bible says we must consider ourselves least, so we can be raised, but if you want to make it career-wise, if you want to make it academically-wise, if you want to make it relationship-wise, you shouldn't put yourself as down as I used to. I think I'm still trying to work with that. Yeah, so it's one thing that happened that I'm still dealing with. I think I dealt with it as much. But
I think you meeting me was a blessing to you because like really. Yeah.
But yeah, so that is one thing that really, and you know where I was going with this. Now this is where, with our finances, I'm always thinking that I'm not worthy.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking that I shouldn't be handling these amounts, or I should. It comes in at that, and he always validates me that you got this, girl. You should be doing
Minister
this.
of Finance.
You can do this. You know. So this is the areas of my life that I have to deal with. That actually, I am enough, and
you are.
I'm not just an addition to this world, right?
If I were to speak now.
And he always says this, and it's so hard to believe it because growing up, this was engraved in my mind. Even with my friends, I had a friend. Well, she's still my friend. Why would I say I have a friend? I have a friend that in varsity, when we were growing up, I'd always see me lower than her, and I don't think she saw this. I don't think she.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
I always saw myself lower. And let's say we were already dating, but let's say we passing through guys or next to guys, and the guys are like, hi, I'll say your name because it'll be obvious for people. Hi, Rory. In my head, I'm like, so
what about me?
You don't see me.
Yeah.
So you see, he had to validate me so much. So his work, even now, is always to say, you are enough. Stop doubting yourself. With business ideas, I've had so many business ideas, but I always thought that it would never work. Because why would people look at me? Why would people view me as worthy, you know? So yeah, that is the trauma that I've had to deal with.
Sure.
This was freeing.
Vent, girl. Vent. It's a safe space. Vent.
Okay. What about you?
I think your experiences and mine are a bit different. Are a bit the same, but different. For me, it was not particularly friends.
Okay.
You know, it was, I don't know if this makes sense, but it was the whole community. You know, people knowing that you are from that kind, that home. You know, people always believe that we are not going to amount to anything in life. I remember I used to play. I'm very good with soccer. We used to play. Duyo would win, and then when we win, the other team would be like, "Wait, now, how would you guys win you guys don't have parents who can see. And I'm like, guys, how does this come into play? We are just playing soccer. Why would you, you know? So people always believed that we wouldn't amount to anything. We are not gonna go anywhere in life. We are not gonna achieve anything. Other people believe that we were mistakes. 5 mistakes for that matter.
Boys.
5
Boy
mistakes who can all see. So we grew up with the mentality of, okay, maybe we don't have it in us. Maybe we do not have. Maybe we are not even supposed to be here because our parents don't see, but we can see, can do what's happening, you know. I grew up personally questioning God to say, but why do my parents don't see? Why did you choose me to be part of this family? Why specifically me? Why didn't I have like a normal home like just every normal child out there, you know? So growing up, that became a trauma to me to always try to prove myself as well, you know. All the things that I think all the things that I have achieved thus far,
to prove to other people.
Exactly. It was not about me particularly. It was just to say, but I can still do this, you know. My big brother became the first one to finish matric, you know, brought some hope into the family, you know. Held the flag, went to varsity, held the flag, you know.
Became a whole nurse.
You see, so you can just imagine. And then I came, graduated once, twice, many times. And then got married and all that, you know. So people started then believing, okay, maybe there's something. Even the way they greeted you, now it was different. It was no longer the boy of the blind. No, it was no longer that.
And shame, I do feel it. Every time we go home, we always arrive late.
Yeah.
So in the morning, when we wake up, and maybe I'm just tidying up outside, or he's tidying up, and then I go to him and greet him or whatever. People would pass by. Hello.
Yeah.
Like they give us like weird looks.
Yeah. And they do that very subconsciously.
They are not aware.
They are not aware, you know, but I think we know, I know it comes from a certain place, you know. Now we get, sure, that's so powerful, we get compared to other people, or bana babang, the other children, you know. We are being used as examples,
role models,
you know. Why can't you be like Sbanban? Why can't you be like, you know? And to think, when we were still growing up, that was so far-fetched. That was so far from us.
Impossible.
It was impossible. Linda, to some extent, I just felt, okay, this is not attainable. The life that I want is not going to be attainable because of the background, you know. But I thank God for the kind of parents that we have. I thank God for the mother. I thank God for the mother that you know. She forced everything. She made sure that we believe in ourselves and pushed us so much. The father that we had, you know, that we have the prayers.
Always validated you guys.
Exactly, you know.
Still do.
Still do, man. You know, we have become a pride to them, you know. And I think for them as well, it becomes a proud moment to them to say, but you know, we made it.
And I think that has helped you. You see where we're going with this. Your background has shaped you to be a husband that I need.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I am such a baby in this relationship. If I am tired, I'm not feeling like doing anything, he steps in. Of course, I'm in my wife era because my mom was in her wife era. I am here holding the fort, but he's able to see that she's not okay, and he steps in and he does the chores. And then with trying to prove yourself also works. But as you always, I don't remember who I was telling this to, but I said to them, no, I think it was Lazi who asked. He actually asked, why is Savile actually competing with?
Wow.
I think he asked, who is this guy in competition with? Because every time you're always trying to do something outside of your comfort.
Yeah.
Just to please me. And it seems like, yo, why?
Yeah.
11 years later, you still doing
Yeah.
something to prove your love. I don't know. So it's so engraved in you
Yes.
that you want to prove yourself.
Exactly. You know.
I don't know. Is it healthy for you though?
I think it is. It gives me a sense of happiness and pride that this obstacle that was in front of me, I managed to get over it, or I managed to achieve what I wanted. You know, really, or before it was really just about proving. But no, for other people, now it's more about myself. Now it's more about me saying, okay, I want to be a very good husband. I want to be the greatest husband ever. What should I do? I should not lose the beaten. I should always do this. I should always do that. When I see the results when I see that being reciprocated back to me, it says to me, okay, you are in the right track. You see. So in as much as our traumas have negative effects, but to some extent
that's what I said in the beginning.
You know,
they make you view the world
in
a different way, and you want to make it better.
For instance, if I was not the boy working type of girl in the house and doing the cleaning and all that.
Just say the girl of the house.
Oh wow, it's okay. You know, if I was not that, I would not be doing the nurturing part now. You know, I wouldn't be doing things that I'm doing now. I wouldn't know how to cook. I wouldn't know how to clean. I wouldn't
like
see.
Your other brothers. He was the girl of the house, and now I'm well taken care of. The ones that were let to go play, their wives have stories to tell.
But I think for them as well, what happens is we take on the beaten.
Okay.
I don't know. I think my parents have planned this. I don't know why.
I think it's God's wisdom, Shame. I don't think they actually
because
planned.
It's so amazing. I'm the second born. My brother, the first one, had to do all these things when
So
it was.
he
He cooked as well.
He cleaned.
He cleaned when it was his turn. He did that.
What happened?
Up until
Okay.
up until he left the home and all that. I came in, did that.
Okay.
The one who's following us, you know. But I think and then two more as well. But I think it also depends on the character of the person.
What
you know,
choose for
what
yourself.
you choose exactly.
So I'm asking about the big brother because now he is handless, all right? His wife is like, oh, I have to go cook now. Girl, you're always
funny enough, he's a very good cook. It's a very, very good
That is hard to believe.
I'm telling you, he's just lazy, that's all.
Okay, so with my traumas as well, in as much as I said that I'm trying to view myself worthy, again, I'm trying to create, because all of this happened in church, right? So I am thinking that there could be kids who feel the same way that I did in our church now. And I always want to see every child the same way, so they do not feel displaced in church. Like already we feel out of place everywhere else, but in church we shouldn't be.
Should be home.
So every time kids come up to me, I want to give them love the same. If I'm hugging all of them, I'm hugging all of them. I'm giving them sweet.
If you hug them for 5 minutes, all of them must be hugged for 5 minutes.
Exactly. Everyone is receiving the same kind of attention, right? So that they never ever have to deal with what I went through. So I think that is what our traumas do for us.
Yeah.
And then lastly, what makes you happy? I think this is our last one.
What makes me happy? You. Should I say you?
I don't want that answer.
Why?
No. How?
What makes me happy? Except for you, honestly. I think family. I think the well-being of my family.
Okay, let me say, what are your love languages?
But that's
Is it a different
no,
question?
it's a different question.
Okay, what makes you happy?
Whenever you want me to say an answer that you think I should say,
Excuse
no,
me.
man. I think honestly the wellness and the well-being of my family. I'm very big on family. Very, very, very big on family. If my family is well, if they are well taken care of, if all their needs are met, if everything that we need is there, not everything that we want, yeah, but all the needs are met. If everyone is happy, I become very happy.
So I don't have to do anything to make you happy.
Now it goes back to the love language. You see, yeah, it goes back to now. I only become happy if I'm offered something or if something is being done to me.
Okay, so when you are happy.
Yeah, when everything is
eternally.
Yeah,
okay,
but I think there's that part of happiness in a way that where you do something. Yeah, but generally speaking, or holistically speaking, on a more deeper level, I think I become more happy when everyone is sorted. I think in our marriage we put other people before, and sometimes we always complain, we neglect ourselves, and we do. We neglect ourselves so much for the happiness of other people, but that subconsciously makes us to feel well, to know that we are able to help other people, we are able to meet other people's needs, we are able to assist other people, and that Irifa gives us an internal peace and internal happiness to say, okay, I've done something for the day, and I've helped the other person, in as much as it's gonna take maybe a lot from you, but in the happiness that comes with you being able to help another person really, really, makes me happy. And then there's other things,
your love languages.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Vela, I was expecting a certain answer.
Yeah, I know you. Sorry, girl.
Okay, so I was gonna say his biggest love language is words of affirmation.
Yeah, true.
And if you can,
sure, yeah.
If you can check the tray, I know you. 11 years, please.
Wow. Yeah.
If you can check the trail of what we've been speaking about with his background, with his traumas, and now what makes him happy, it's just validation. If you can just tell him you did well, oh my goodness. And then I will tell him. I will tell him every single minute, and he wants to do more and more and more. And
so
more.
You are using me, basically. When I cook, baby, you cook so nice, and then like, let me tune some steak again. so
no, shut that down before it goes south.
And seriously,
no,
the way you praise me.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah. Wow.
With that stems from, if you can check, baby, this is so connected.
Sure, yeah.
That stems from because you work so hard to prove yourself. If someone can just say you did well,
generally so.
Yeah, that
generally
just
so.
gives you a sort of I did
true.
well, and then you keep going. So that words of affirmation is exactly a reflex, I don't know, or a reflection of your background and your traumas. And then with me, we almost done it. And then with me, what makes me happy is knowing that I'm okay.
Sure.
It's knowing that I'm okay.
You're in the right place.
Yeah, and what makes me okay is if I'm okay physically, like I've went to the gym, I've eaten well. If I'm okay emotionally, That's why I hate it when there's like a sour mood between us. I'm like, hey, we have to talk. Okay, I don't say that. You say we have to talk about it, but I just get so angry that why are we having this sour mood?
And I'm like, yeah, if we don't speak about it, what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're okay emotionally, if you're okay physically, if you're okay financially, I am at my best. Mentally, if I've read my book, I'm okay. And this also stems from being worthy or feeling worthy.
Sure.
It comes from my traumas as well.
Sure.
It comes from my background as well. I don't know if you see that.
I
didn't think it was going to go like this.
Yeah, there's a trend.
But there's a trend of what makes you happy being a reflection of your traumas, being a reflection of your background.
Sure.
Right.
So yeah, this, I think, just to wrap it up, I think it's important that we acknowledge our past, we acknowledge the traumas, we acknowledge that we went through certain things in life, and also acknowledge the fact that they are going to have an impact in our futures, in our present.
No matter how much we work on them.
Yeah, they'll still be there, They'll shape us in one way or the other.
We just have to choose positively. Like, we cannot focus on, of course, other people have the even worst traumas.
Very.
Like, we can't even get into them. But you'll have to choose to be the better person because that happened to you.
True.
And to create an even better space for the other person.
People, yeah. Like now we are raising Kuse, and I think one day, or he will know in time, this is what happened to my parents. We don't want him to go through that.
And he might also go through his own traumas.
Yes.
If we dealt positively with our traumas, we'll train him on how to deal
create
with
a safe space for him.
Positively, exactly. So yeah, guys, this was us today.
Venting,
right? Our little man is calling on us.
Already. It's time already.
Yeah, thank you so much for staying up until here. If you did, hope this gives you guys an opportunity to talk with your partners. Hope it just starts a conversation with your partners, to say, even with the people that is a potential, right? If you're looking, you probably want to ask.
But potential after certain months, not on the first date. What are your traumas?
No, you don't.
I run.
Other people are deep like that.
But no. First day, what are your traumas?
There's people like me who are deep like that. Right. So yeah, I hope it starts your guys' conversation. Maybe you can share in the comments if you're comfortable on what your traumas are. Maybe you'll find your partner there. If you're okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so thank you so much for staying.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you liked the video, please like it. Yeah, and show us some love. I heard someone on their video saying, the more you like a video, the more you comment on it, the more it recommends it to other people. The more we reach a bigger audience,
and the more it encourages us as well to be consistent and to
also
so we appreciate
your comments are so loving. Thank you guys so much for so much love. It's a lot. Thank you.
But we are not complaining.
We're not complaining.
Yeah, we're not complaining.
Thank you.
All right, bye guys.
See you on the next one.